So the easiest way that I could explain to you is, let's say Peter and I are part of the Agile Coach company, and let's say we are a consulting company, and you need some kind of website or web application. So think about it. You as a customer, from a customer point of view, you're using a lot of different apps on your phone. If you needed a new application or a website, and we promised you that we would give you this website as you are our client, how would you like to see value in terms of that progress in the website? Would you like us to give you a lot of wireframes and pages of documentation, or would you like for us to give you some value in terms of working software on a weekly basis, right? And also, let's say you have a big project. How would you actually start that project? With Agile mindset, we are, us as consultants for your product, we would actually recommend is you actually highlight and think through what are some of the highest priority features that you want to build on this website. And you actually create a backlog, and just like any projects, you would actually say this is the most highest priority, these three are the second least priority, and we actually collaborate on almost a daily basis, and we actually look at those highest priority items, and we build a working software and we give it to you so that you can look at that software and say, I like this, I like this. I said to you that this was high priority, but I realized that was a wrong hypothesis. So let's not worry about that. Let's actually prioritize these features. So Agile software development, in a lot of ways, looking at this example, it's about us actually responding to customer needs, us actually responding to producing valuable work, because you can no longer afford to hire us, or we can get paid if you're not building the right product. The other big thing about Agile is actually responding to change, because whenever you're saying that I want this, or this is my project plan, that actually implies that you're saying between now and the project completion, if anything doesn't change in the universe, then that plan is true. As soon as something changes, that plan is actually no longer useful, and you just tear that plan and you actually look at what's available. And then it's just a matter of communicating back and forth and really responding to change, so that you can actually create valuable software for your end users. And that brings some value to you, so that both parties are helpful.
Yeah, and if you don't have a strong software background, the way that I've always thought about Agile as I've gotten started is it's really the way that we go about living our lives as we take on a project. Or if your goal is, and being from St. Louis, Missouri, if your goal is to get to California and you take a wrong turn out of the driveway and you go right instead of going left, well, might end up on the East Coast. And so what happened, and you'll hear a different term called waterfall methodology, is that was really the original way that products and services were made. And so what you would do is you would spend months and months and sometimes years planning out exactly, in this scenario, how you would get to California.
Yeah.
But if you made a mistake on the first turn,
Yeah.
now the entire plan goes away.
Yeah.
And so what Agile allows you to do is it says, I made a wrong turn, let's course correct, and let's make sure that we get to our desired end state, we get to our future state that we want to create, whether it's a product, whether it's a service, whether it's a working software that you're looking to create. And so that ability to be quick, and that ability to really change and be in communication with everybody that has a hand in the product or service that's being made, allows you to make sure that you end up creating the correct product at the end. And so what was happening is companies were starting out, they'd make a wrong turn early on, and they would continue down that path. 2 years later, a service or a product or a working software would come back, and it would be very far from what they were looking for. So if you don't have a strong software background, that's really how I've always thought about Agile, is it allows you, to Vivek's point, really course correct.